Hello Guardians, it is Ebontis here, and we are back for another Ascendant challenge. I just got back from Guardian Con. I will do a video over that itself. Had an awesome time. All the people I met, you guys are all amazing. I will talk about that in a separate video completely on its own. We are here for Ascendant challenge. It is July 9th. We are in the Dreaming City. It is Curse Week 2. There's the little dots are floating, but it's not total insanity yet. So let's head out to the Spine of Carries. Of course, if you guys know where the Ascendant challenge is, just want to see where eggs or anything like that is, I will show those on this one as I progress through it, so timestamps are there. But we're headed out to the Spine of Carries today, so let's jump on our Sparrow and get going. But I had an awesome time at Guardian Con. Wanted to shout out a couple people who just came up and introduced themselves to me. Shout out to the family that I met. I am terrible at names, so if you do watch this video, please comment below. Do you want to call you guys out? I want to say it was a gentleman, his son, and then also your wife as well. She was very kind to seemingly go along with you guys and just support you guys in what you were doing. So that is really, really cool. Thank you guys for introducing yourself. You guys were awesome to hang out with. Look forward to seeing you guys hopefully maybe next year. And also the gentleman behind me when we were at the Fire Team Chat podcast. That was actually really cool too. So meet another gentleman and his wife. So really cool to see families out there participating at Guardian Con. It was an amazing event. Had a great time. So as we head down and around the corner, here's about where you want to pop your tincture of Queen's Foil, because you can kind of get a quick shortcut here. So once that is activated, jump off the ledge here, head out to the outer skirts of where you loaded into this place the first time. Might have a couple enemies, might have one, none. I never know. I've seen 0, I've seen 1, I've seen like 4. Looks like I've got at least one Vandal out here. Oh, this is the time I have quite a few. So, kill a few as we proceed out this way. They're really not that bad. They're pretty low light level. So as we head out this direction, we're going to jump out here. Sometimes there's a Vandal out here, so I guess it just depends on where they're floating. And we are coming out here to the portal. As you guys can tell, it's floating out here in the middle of nothing. So, time trial on this one is basically just quick tips. You're going to want to jump as quick as you can. Take a super with you or a heavy that's going to be able to pump out a large chunk of damage. And then on top of that, if you do fall, if you're going for the time trial, just wipe and do it again. It's usually the easiest, excuse me. So let's jump in. I'm going to show you guys just kind of the general path that I take. I will take breaks to show where the lore bones are and the 2 eggs are, but I'll try and kill the boss roughly as quick as I can to show you guys what kind of a time trial-ish run would be like. But once you jump inside, if you're looking for Toland, he's usually off, like, very much off the beaten path. Like, sometimes he'll be, like, up there or something like that. So you just kind of have to keep an eye out and usually look down, and you'll probably have to go down to him and then come back up. But you've got 2 options. You're either going to have these little taken bombs that are just going to explode quickly on proximity. So that's why if you're doing a time trial, you want to do this stuff quickly. Like if I get to the edge here, get away from it quick. If I land up here, I want to turn and jump pretty fast as well. Now, there are a few enemies that you're going to want to look out for. Like this Vandal, for example. Check out for another, usually a couple snipes around. Usually one more. Of course, that Hobgoblin. And again, as you proceed up here, work your way around. And this is your general path that you're going to take. When you get to about here, this is when you would keep going. But I'm going to pause for a second and explain. And also kill this guy so he doesn't kill me. Alright, cool. So, I'll show you guys where I would go if I was going for a time trial in a second. But the lore bones would be sitting right over here. So if you guys want to see what I'm talking about, you land right over on this big giant orb. And then right here. They're right here in this little crevice or right under my feet. I forget exactly where. But they are right behind the hand of the statue. So, lore bones are going to be right here. Hard to miss. And then we'll head back to where we were on this little edge. Alright, so as we try and get smacked by that, you want to keep ascending up and around to the right. So as we go up, you want to jump up here. When you get to these stairs, you can, depending on if you're going for the eggs and stuff, you are going to want to stop a little bit. So if you get out here, you're going to be looking for one of the eggs, and it's going to barely be tucked like right over here. Once you get to this upper area, you should be able to see it. So it should be visible from either here or here, and it should be slightly off to your right. Now, if you're going for a time trial run, you're not going to wait and kill those. I'm just trying to show you guys where those are at. But yes, the egg is kind of tucked underneath over here. Should be half visible. Kind of if you move around up here, you should be able to see it. So that is egg number 1. Jump on the statue's head. As you proceed up, just jump on by. Your other option to have in here are taken blasters. Those are a bit more on the annoying side, so it just kind of depends on what you get for a roll. Once the boss comes in, whatever you can do to kill it as quick as you can. So like if I'm going to go for hammer strikes up here on this guy, since I did hammer strike him, going for these as quick as I can, trying to kill him fast. Somewhere he jumps down on me. Now again, if he does get a little aggressive, like these guys are, watch the taken captain first off. Also, watch the blasters. Depends on if you have phalanx or not. And he's down. Once he's down, everything should be done and your chest should appear. Now don't jump too high. As soon as the chest appears, grab it so you can get your triumph. And then back down. And egg number 2, if you back off, should be right up there in the top. Should be square in the middle. It's kind of hard to see because it is pretty high up there. But if you see the immune thing up in the very top, should be just dead center of that high circle. So again, get to the edge, look straight up, look in the highest part of that circle, and it should honestly be right about there. And that is egg number 2. So, quick recap, that is the Shattered Ruins. Again, if you're looking for something like Toland, for example, he will be... Okay, apparently I'm going to show you guys a little more lower than I thought. As you can tell, this thing does actually rotate, so some of these rocks are not stable, so keep that in mind too. But Toland will be random places. Like this one, he's down off of that ledge over there. Floating around, kind of being goofy. So if you're looking for him, he's going to be off that kind of weird edge over there. And again, if you are going for the time trial, give yourself as much time to kill the boss as you can. And the only other thing I will say is you can have a completely different role where instead of the little bombs, you have little blasters. Those can be a little more annoying. The bombs are easier to run by and kind of avoid. So if you're having issues with the blasters, die, go out, reload, and go to the Devilian Mist. Go back into it. And, I mean, even I did this thing. I've done it fairly quick. But I have 24 minutes left, so it's not that difficult. And if you need a different role, you can come back in and try it with the bombs instead of blasters if you're having issues with those, you know, knocking you off or anything. But that is the Spine of Carrie's Ascendant Challenge. We are in Shattered Ruins, because obviously everything's busted up. And that is where we wrap it up. So time trial, really just keep moving. That's the biggest thing I can tell you. You're going to want to try and find your path. And even if you try and find your path, you go too fast and fall, at least learn your jumps, learn where things are going to be. And then when you get to the top, whatever powerful things you can, whether it is, you know, a heavy machine gun and a super, what, you know, truth and blade barrage, whatever you got, powerful, quick damaging supers are going to be your big win for that one. So he dies, pick up the chest, jump outside, you should be good to go. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this one. I will talk about Guardian Con in a later video, and then I'm going to go work on getting Bad Juju, because apparently, spoiler alert, that is a thing. So I'm going to go get a new exotic and see how that one is. See you guys soon. Have a good one. You guys know where to find me, Twitch, Twitter, and YouTube. Follow me, like, subscribe, all the good things. Thank you for the support. While I was gone, the channel grew quite a bit in the last little while. I will see you soon, and we'll keep this thing going.